We're going to start up this Throwback Thursday right here with a little bit of that old, sounds like some down home blues, but we want to welcome you and say thank you to another Throwback Thursday with your man Rory T. Edwards. Today's topic is
She never stayed this long before. I knew that I was wrong. Been everywhere that she could be. Still can't believe she's gone. I'm so afraid she won't return back to my mind. But if she does, I'll treat her right. And things will be just fine. She wants to take some time. I feel so bad I cry. You know, never she wanted to one time. I feel so bad I cry.
That's right, you never miss your water till your well runs dry. That's a little introduction by the Whispers. Most of us do know the Whispers, but let's talk about that Throwback Thursday topic. You'll never miss your water till your well runs dry. Now, why did I pick that one today? Well, I think, every conversation that happens nowadays, it all reverts back to what's going on with this coronavirus. Things seem to be loosening up, but in some other places it seems to be a restarting. So we're not going to concentrate on that too much, but we want to concentrate on what this really means. And so again, like I told you, when I do this, I go and I get my information from some older people and I try to ask them, what did that really mean? And I kind of had an idea, but I just wanted justification to say that this is what it really, really meant. And so it says that you really have failed to appreciate something while it's in its abundance. And the expectations is you will continue to fail to appreciate it until it is no longer available to you. So one of the things that I really want to talk about, because we really can hype on a lot of things in our lives that sometimes we don't recognize the true abundance of it until it's gone. And we can talk about people in our lives. We can talk about situations in our life. We can talk about material things in our lives. But I think the greatest gem that we are blessed with and sometimes we take advantage of is time. Because time waits for no one and time continues to move. So one of the things I really want to talk about, I want to talk about three quick things that I think that we need to really understand and evaluate on how we look at how we take advantage of our time and not let our well run dry. So if you ever have anything that you want to do that is really of value, one of the things that I tell people all the time, and I know most of you've heard this before, is write it down. Because if you don't write it down, in some cases, it never happened. Some cases you get an amazing idea. And then other things jump into the process. And then 25 minutes later, you're saying, oh my God, what was that thing I was thinking a little while ago? So in the midst of not letting your well run dry in your time, if you have a goal, write it down. It didn't happen if you didn't write it down. What's number two? Number two is create a powerful belief system. I want you to create a very powerful belief system in not how you manage your time, but how you monitor your time. There's two totally different things. See, managing my time means I can just sit around and do nothing. I'm managing my time, but it's how you monitor your time that will allow you to reap the benefits of the abundance of time and the abundance that will not allow your well to run dry. And the third thing is invest in yourself. How many people here, in most cases, never invest in themselves and spend so much time investing in others' outcomes that they never take a moment to sit down and just relax and sit back and say, you know what, I need to invest in me. And I don't know what that's going to take. But I want to tell you something that the universe is not affected by this coronavirus. And why am I saying that? And why did I even go there and say, because time waits for no one and the universe's time is still moving. Why am I saying that? I want you to look at some things. Even though in reality, the sun does not set and the sun does not rise, the sun stays constant. It's just that the rotation of the earth is moving. And so when the sun is on the side of the planet that you're on, you get sunlight. If it's on the opposite side, you get the moonlight. So let me just make that clear for people that the sun is still shining every day in our lives. And so time in the universe is not waiting for other people. What is that else? What else does that mean? That means I see flowers blooming. Yeah, even here in the desert, cactus, the flowers on the cactus are blooming. I hear the birds still chirping. I see, the animals still moving and the animals still existing. I see the pollen on the cars. So the universe is not affected by this coronavirus because man has created this coronavirus, but the universe is not affected by it. So the universe is still, in reference, it still has water in its well. There's another thing, real quick. There's two wells in each and every one of us. There's two wells. Just like the story about the two wolves, there's two wolves in each one of us. There's two wells in each one of us. The first well is your well of self-preservation. How do you preserve what's valuable to you? How do you keep your well from running dry, distributing water to everybody else so that their well stays full? And one of the things that you have to do is that you have to understand how to keep your well full, but also keep your well untoxic. And what do you have to do? It's sort of the process of how water is distributed back to us. You first have to screen the water. Then you have to congelate the water. Then you have to sediment the water. Excuse my words. I thought I was, sort of versed in these words, but you have to sediment the water, right? And then you have to filtrate the water. And then you have to disinfect the water. Some of the things we heard about what we need to do to stay safe to fight this pandemic, all of these particular things that we have to do. And what does this do? If you do these things, your well won't be contaminated or toxified. And so then you'll be able to take care of the water that will not allow your well to dry. And it will be able to then serve other people in this particular time. So most of us don't really understand that our well is the purpose for us being relevant and also for us to be effective in this whole process of making sure our well does not run dry. And again, what it is to appreciate something while it's abundant instead of missing it before it is no longer available. Now, I want to end with a story that's out of my forthcoming book, Numbers Don't Lie, People Do. There's a magic number that most of us have given to us on the day we are born into this planet. And that number is 27,375. Now, what does that number mean? That number means that those are the amount of days on average that people get an opportunity to live in this world. Now, there's going to be some people who don't make that number, and there's some people who over exceed that number. But the average life in America is 27,375. Every day you withdraw. One from that number. Now, if you want to know where you stand, all you do is take your age and multiply it by 365 days. Then subtract that number from 27,375, and you will see where you are in your life journey and how you will be moving towards making sure today that your well will not run dry and that you will not be able to say that you missed your water because your well ran dry. This is my Throwback Thursday today. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope that you all are preparing for something amazing, and that you definitely do Go back and do the things that will give you the opportunity to make sure that your well does not run dry. And again, like I said, time waits for nobody. What is the 3 things I told you to do? Write down your goals. Make sure they're written down. Make sure that people know you know what you want to do every morning when you get up. Make sure you create a powerful belief system. Believe that you have the ability to do whatever you need to do. And the 3rd thing is invest in yourself. No one is going to invest in you the way that you invest in yourself. All you're going to do is you're going to get exactly what you deposited. With that said, Rory T. Edwards tells you you can't withdraw what you did not deposit. This is my Throwback Thursday for the day. Stay blessed, stay cautious, stay conscious, stay woke, but definitely don't ever let your water in your well run dry. Never, ever. Don't understand that you'll miss your water when your well runs dry. Again, it attaches to different parts of your life and your phases. So you all be well. We'll see you real soon. We appreciate you checking out these Throwback Thursdays. And we look forward to sharing more of these older statements with you and making your Thursday a little bit different, a little bit better, a little bit more informed as you move forward through this progress. You all be well. We'll see you real soon. Take care.